Alright, I am going to modify, clean up, I don't know what you call it, this Crosman E9A. The entire upper, the main body cylinder, the barrel, the front sight and the rear assembly here, it's all made of brass. And as you can see, I checked it by sanding using a sanding block, this tattered old thing, to confirm it is indeed brass underneath. Now I've seen a couple of videos where people have removed the black and polished it up and it looks really good. Now all of my guns, I'd say 95% of them are black. Black this, black that, there's just a lot of black. So I'm going to polish this one up as well, make it gold, polish the brass, get it nice and shiny, and yeah, just something different. Because I've got two other Crosmans that are black, so I'm going to leave them untouched. I've also got a Walter here, as you can see. The black on that was peeling and coming off, so that's been polished back. I still have my LP53, which is untouched, so that will remain in its original colour. But this, yeah, that's going to be gold. I might actually do a display. So I have the James Bond air pistol, and this could be Saramanga's air pistol, the man with the golden gun. And I'll tell you one thing, this screw in here is being held in with, it's an Allen key screw, that one is an Allen key, these two are Phillips heads, and those ones are flat head, and that's flat head. Why can't they just use the same sort of head for all of them? Yeah, it's annoying. Allen key, Phillips head, flat head, flat head. Just keep them the same. Make life so much easier. Okay, I'm going to take this downstairs where it's a little bit cooler. I'm going to start by removing the lower and then start on the black here. Oh, and take those parts off. This is annoying. Come on. careful with this. That's for the safety, crossbolt safety. So it's got a little ball bearing inside, so I've got to make sure it doesn't lose. So put that aside. It's quite clean inside, so I'm going to leave that. Yet another problem. There's a tiny flathead screw in there, and of course can't get to it. Alright, I'm going to have to figure this out. So that doesn't get lost. Okay, this black is actually a lot tougher than I expected. So I'm using paint stripper to get it off, and even then it's quite tough. So using paint stripper, it is poured on and allowed to sit for 5 minutes. Then I use steel wool to scrub. So while that's sitting, I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Okay, so it's working, but it's very messy. It also is very handy if you use paint stripper that's not toxic, because if you do, you need to be wearing gloves, which I'm not, as you can see. So I'm going to have to do this in sections. It's going to take me a couple of hours. I can see it.
Said she reported it like it was some major catastrophe. It rained. Chris Rock walked out. The festival doesn't even end until tomorrow. They may have to wait a few days to drive out, but this is not the end of the world. And this is the pattern that I kept noticing. Like, I'd see these crazy TV news stories about how bad it is out there, how people are dying, and it's so awful, and then comments like these from people who are actually there claiming the complete opposite. Like, here's another girl reporting the situation on TikTok.
The footage I've been seeing from there looks miserable, and I would be so upset if I had spent thousands and thousands of dollars to be here. Festival goers are being told to conserve food and water because there is no access in or out of Burning Man after this storm. Everybody's trapped in this muddy wasteland. Currently, according to USA Today, they don't know how long these closures.
Okay, almost done. Almost finished. Just got that to do, which is the most awkward spot because it's so small. I'll crack on, I'll show you when I am finished. Okay, I have to say I am glad I spent hours getting this black off, because now you can really see the extent of the quality of the build. This is basically a solid piece of brass. Well, I don't mean basically, it is a solid piece of brass. I don't know if the breech and the barrel have been welded onto it or if it's cast, because that looks just like a normal pipe. So I don't know if it's been welded on or if it's been cast. But anyway, just using a brass brush to get into the little corners. I put the paint stripper in there, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then get in there with the bristles. You can tell by the black that there's still something in there. That's much better. There are a couple of places that I've left the black on, like inside the breech. To get in there to try and clean that out would just be a nightmare because it's so small. So I figure I'll just leave it. And also I don't want to get any of this black crud into the barrel and into the inner spacing, so I just left it. Alright, I'm going to give this a good clean, and I'm going to clean the barrel, the inside of the barrel, before reassembly to make sure that it is not got any debris in there. But yeah, and the final step will be to give it a polish. So, missed a couple of bits. I'm not sure if it shows, just in there and in there. So get some of the paint stripper Do some in there as well. And watch a video on YouTube and then come back to that. Okay. Not sure if that's showing up. The black in the corner.
An inexpensive pellet that did extremely well. Unfortunately, I did not have more of the heavier domed pellets to try in it. Seems to really be what this pistol prefers from what we can tell.
Watching a video
Also,
on this gun being tested.
Getting well over 40 good shots out of each CO2 cartridge. So it's powerful, it's efficient. In looking at velocities, we saw a 14 grain pellet. Again, the Benjamin was tending to average right about 434 feet per second, which is wonderful. They advertised it at 430 feet per second. Typically that's done with the light pellet, but this did it with a more standard pellet. And that converts to just shy of 6 foot-pounds of energy out of this very compact little pistol. So, ultimately, what do we think of the Benjamin EV-22 CO2 pistol? Well, in looking at it, it is obviously accurate, well-built, well-finished. Performance is remarkable. We get a lot of efficiency out of each cartridge and a lot of power out of each shot.
Alright, just giving it a rub for a few seconds. I don't know what chemical this is impregnated with, but it works wonders. You don't really get to see the finished polish until you wipe all this off. Oh, that's amazing. Need some extra light.
It can also envenom the paint sucker. That's you. Let's go. Second of all, the venom's not there anymore.
Sorry, I can't really film very much here because of the background noise. Could be a copyright breach. This is really difficult. That little screw in there, I had to hold it with this while keeping it upright and screwing this in at the same time. It's taken me about 10 minutes just to do that. Is that tight? Yep, that's tight. Finished.
What else? Oh, tonight I'm doing a special seating for a bunch of diplomats from the State Department and Albania. So not only do I have to create a meal out of yogurt and a goddamn sheep's head, apparently there's been some big security threat. So my highly trained staff has been infiltrated by shithead squad.
Okay. As you can see, it's finished. This is the Crosman Sheridan, not Benjamin. I found out through a website here, pyramidair.com, that the difference between the Benjamin and the Sheridan is the Benjamin guns have been offered in both 177 and 22 with public preferences over the other changing at various times. Okay, I've been discriminating between guns made by Benjamin Sheridan, therefore by caliber, if it's a .20, a 20 caliber, not 22, if it's a 20 caliber, it's a Sheridan. If not, if it's a 22, it's a Benjamin. A subject pistol is a bright nickel plated blah blah blah. That's a photo that's on the website. I've been doing a bit of research into this, and so this is a Crosman Sheridan, and here is your normal Crosman pistol. This is the 2240. The main difference is, first of all, the handles are completely different. The Crosman 2240, the handle's much bigger. The grip on this is much smaller. The main tube is the same dimensions, and this has got the steel breech, not the plastic one. Also, these are fully detachable and removable and serviceable. This is soldered on both the front sight, the barrel, and the upper receiver is soldered onto the tube, or soldered as you say in America. And I could only actually see that once all the paint was removed, so I'm not sure if it's visible, but that's all in there. The brass is different types of brass. That's sort of like a rose yellow, that's a gold yellow, gold, and a light rose yellow. So there's different types of brass used for the different parts. I'm not sure if it shows up on camera at all, but in daylight it's quite visible. So I can tell you one thing, I've had this for 1 week and 1 day, and I absolutely love this gun. It shoots really well. The efficiency of the CO2 gas is really good. It's anywhere between 30 to 40 shots. And I plan on taking this to the gun range this afternoon, just to do some 10-meter accuracy testing with the pellets. And yeah, I'm happy with this, and I'm glad I took the black off. Just makes it just a little bit more unique, and it's solid and hefty. Alright, off to the range. Right, I'm going to try and get this done before it gets too busy in here. I'm at the gun club. So 10 meters, and I'm going to be using field target trophies 20 cal. These are 11.42 grains. So just testing accuracy. I'll just do 5 shots on air so we can see. I'm using the stand to give me some stability because we're grouping. Okay. So yeah, you can see, that's fine. Okay, let's go. 5 shots. I'm holding the front post sight at the 6 o'clock position. So if anybody else comes in, I'll start talking to them as normal, and hopefully that won't hang around. You can definitely hear the shot on camera, but I'm not sure how loud it'll be on camera. But in here, it's a small confined space, it's very loud. Almost sounds like a 22 long rifle going off. That one's high. I can see that from here. The front post on this is very, very thin. So okay, final shot. Let's have a look. Okay, that's not too bad. That's 5 shots right there. I can do better. This is what I did before. Ignore these are from a different pistol. But that there was 10 shot grouping about 10 minutes ago, 10-15 minutes ago. Then I got sidetracked because some of the other shooters came in and wanted to have a look at the pistol. So, about the size of my fingernail. So a few more shots onto that, I should get the same grouping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, go for it. I've got 2 other types of pellets here. So when I say type, I mean weight. These ones I'm using right now are the lightest. So that could be the reason why it's shooting a little high. Okay, final shot. Yeah, grouping's not too bad. So you can see there, 10 shots. So I'll do another target up and I will switch over to some heavier ones and see how we do. Be right back. Okay, 13.58 grain at 10 meters. Come on, stay. That's better. Right, cameras need to move. It's in the way. Alright, I hope you're not bored. Only got 3 more shots to go. Sorry, 4, including this one. And final shot. Now I've got 1 flyer. So 1 flyer here, but everything is in the center. It's not too bad. There you have it. I'm very pleased I purchased this. Alright, I'll sign off for now so that I can actually do some casual shooting. Alright everybody, thanks for watching, and yeah, stay safe and happy shooting. Okay. Just did 10 shots of the heavier pellets. These are 13.73 grain. So that was the lightweight pellet, 11.42. The medium, 13.58, and the heavy, 13.73. So I would say it prefers the medium weight pellet. These are the same results as I had with the 5 meter test at home. So here at 10 meters, same thing, it prefers the 13.58s, which are, no, not them, H&N Barracudas, 13.58. All right.